This 25-year-old Filipino actress is currently one of the most popular celebrities on the archipelago. She has risen to fame thanks to the popular TV show Eat Bulaga. This is where Maine made her fame and her fortune, and in this video we will be discussing everything from childhood until present time, so just keep on watching. Short bio. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of her lifestyle and where she currently lives, we would like to do a short overview of her life. For example, Maine Mendoza was born on the 3rd of March 1995 in Santa Maria, Bulacan, an island located in the Philippines. Now, after finishing high school and college in her home country, she had an internship at a hotel in New York, after which she rose to fame when she was just 20 years old. The first thing that she did was release a Dubsmash video where she impersonated Chris Aquino, and this was more than enough to get her more than 1 million views overnight. Then, all of this viral fame was followed by a role on the extremely popular Filipino show Eat Bulaga, particularly a segment called One for All for One. And when her character Yaya Dub was paired with the Eat Bulaga co-host Alden Richards, they were forever remembered as Al Dub, a name derived by combining the names of both characters on the show. From there on, the show's popularity only grew, and this meant that Maine Mendoza would smash that like button if you haven't done so already. What it actually meant was that Mendoza would land roles like Chef Elise in Princess in the Palace, Vampire Ang Daddy Ko, and of course, the variety show Sunday Pinasaya. And soon after her rise to fame, she returned to modeling, writing, and she even became a music artist. So you could say that she's a fairly talented person. But where did she get all of this talent? That's why we created this next segment called Childhood and Family. As we already mentioned in the short bio, Maine Mendoza was born on the March of 1995 in Santa Maria, Bulacan. And seeing how she was born into a well-established household, she had no financial problems growing up. How would she? Her father was Teodoro Mendoza, an engineer that usually undertook some projects and ventured in the road construction business in the Philippines. Her mother was an entrepreneur as well. Mary Ann was a successful accountant that owned and still owns numerous gas stations in her hometown. This means that Maine didn't think too much about money, and you could say she was set from the start. Oh, and we almost forgot. Maine has 2 brothers and 2 sisters, so saying that she was the parents' pet would be straight up lying. Now let's talk a little bit about how she worked hard all her life to achieve the lifestyle she has now. Ever since she was little, she was always a good student. She never got her parents upset, and she was a good kid growing up. Some would say she wasn't difficult to raise. Later, she managed to get her high school diploma from St. Paul College in Bulacan. Then she went on to study college and major in culinary arts at the De La Salle College of St. Benilde. This degree opened her door to the USA. How, you ask? Well, first of all, she was an intern at a resort called the Sagamore. The resort was located on Lake George in Bolton Landing, a small town in New York. Houses and mansions. The first video we managed to find online was of the house in which Maine Mendoza grew up in. According to some of the locals, this old Filipino home belonged to the grandparents of Maine, and her entire family has lived there. And although it's spacious, one could say that this house is pretty warm and comforting. Now, we got to see the red and yellow house facade and the big backyard, which is adjoined by the huge balcony where there's a dining room. This is probably where the family spends their Sunday afternoons and does some light barbecuing. The inside of the house is traditional Filipino, with vintage furniture and a lot of light illuminating the living room and the adjoining dining room. Now, as you can see, the stairwell leads upstairs where the main bedroom and the other bedrooms are located. But this is nowhere Maine Mendoza still lives nowadays. Many media outlets have reported of her buying a brand new house that looks more like a palace than anything else. During one home interview, she apologized for not having cleaned her home, but all of the fans later said that the house is beautiful regardless if it's cleaned or not. Success story and awards. Now, the first thing that catapulted her to fame was her voiceover videos she released on Dubsmash. After her success on the social media platform, she was cast in the ultra-successful Eat Bulaga. And when she got paired with Alden Richards, the co-host, the show's popularity went through the roof. This led to various other roles in movies like My Baby Love, Imagine You and Me, Meant to Be, and most recently, Mission Unstoppable, The Dawn Identity. Now, when it comes to movie roles, there are so many of them, but here are the most notable: Princess in the Palace, Celebrity Bluff, 24 Auras, Destined to Be Yours, Love Is, Daddy's Girl, and many others. For all of these roles, she has received numerous awards and been nominated for countless more, but we will not be naming all of them here. We will just say that she has won a total of 15 awards. This includes the 2019 PMPC Star Awards for Television, the GMMSF Box Office Entertainment Award, the 2017 PMPC Star Awards for TV, the 2016 Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Award, and 11 others. Cars and bikes. Now, we don't really know what kind of car Maine is driving right now, but back in the day, she did a crazy song voiceover in her Honda Odyssey. But she hasn't been boasting about any sweet rides lately, so we'll just leave it at that. Interests and hobbies. Now we wanted to use this video to talk about some of the crazy things that Maine Mendoza likes, the things she doesn't like, and of course what she does in her spare time. And of course, the first thing we wanted to talk about is the fact that she's a germaphobe. She doesn't like dirty surfaces, and she always has wet wipes close to her. As she said in one interview, she's basically obsessed with them. Plus, she really loves body scrubs and lotions. Maybe that's the reason she has such beautiful skin. But when it comes to food, she is not a big fan of raw seafood, and yes, that includes sushi as well. Maybe she just doesn't like the taste. Now, another thing she doesn't like is taking medicine, and we'll pretty much agree with her on that one. No one likes them, Maine. You have our support. And when it comes to sci-fi and fantasy films, she's not a huge fan of them, so she doesn't really watch many of them. And the one thing we just couldn't understand about her is how it is possible for her to say, "I'm not a Disney kid." I mean, those are some of the best animated movies in history, and she doesn't like them. Now, as far as how she likes to spend her spare time, we would say that she enjoys investing in companies and businesses. Just recently, she bought a McDonald's franchise in Bulacan, and rumors have it that the restaurant is located near one of the gas stations that her mother owns. And when she's not investing, she likes to spend her time on vacation, and her most famous vacation so far is the one in Bali, as well as the video of the unforgettable Coldplay concert she attended about 4 years ago. In the past year, she's been to Israel. All of the videos were uploaded to her YouTube channel, where she has over 400,000 subscribers. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, which celebrity's lifestyle would you like to see a video for in the future? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.